What's up, guys? It's your girl, Naggy85, Psycho Sister, Auntie Am, Angie Marie, Angie Bob, Mom. However you know me, you know me. And I am just wanting to do a super quick vlog. Yeah, I know. I always say that and then they turn into 20 and 30-minute videos. But it is 9:50 almost. My baby is sleeping with all the dolls that I can't see. She requires to sleep with, even though she gets mad and pushes them on my side. So those will be moved up. Anyhow, so real fast, my skin is not oily. I actually took the time to do a face mask today. I shaved my legs, which to my physical therapist, who may or may not ever see my vlogs, and I'm too embarrassed to say anything to you in person on Tuesday. I am extremely sorry that I did not realize that my legs were so furry. I'm probably thinking that you went home and told your family that your new patient is, or client, or whatever you call me, is a Yeti. I thought about it like 2 days later when I was looking at my legs, and I'm like, wow, those things are really hairy. Good thing nobody touches them or sees the physical therapy. Right? That's exactly what happened. So, with that being said, I want to put you on to a few things going on in my life. By you, I do actually mean the people watching, because I have people that watch me now. And this is no longer just... It's no longer just for me and just for her. It's now a journey that people are coming along with me. And not that I haven't had people in my journeys before, but I have a lot of interaction this time around, which I don't know why it's so much more. I'm not complaining. I am loving the fact that I'm getting like questions, and I have people like reaching out to me, and they, I just like that whole social aspect of it, because especially like working for myself with COVID, with all this back stuff, I've definitely been feeling very disconnected. I feel like a lot of the people that I was friends with back at my own job are no longer friends with me anymore. And I'm not sad about that, because it's like, I know who my friends are. They text me. Like, I text them. Like, it's a common two-way thing. But it is kind of lonely sometimes. So when I started getting messages that are like, hey, I watched your video and I thought this was great, or I love this, or this was funny, or I wish you would have done this, or whatever. Like, there were so many responses that I felt connected, and I am addicted to that feeling, because I really like that. So with that being said, I wanted to do a quick rundown. It is Sunday, May 23rd, and this last week, a couple of things happened. So Tuesday, I had my consult for my Aqua therapy, and he sent me home to do squat exercises, basically, is what he had me do. And then, what else? Kegels. And then I call them the bat wing, but you have to like, look at my fat back. You have to like push your shoulder blades like together. Like, I guess that's probably the best that you can see. And, well, I'm supposed to push them and hold them. And I was really, really sore. Like, I could barely move the day after my consult. And then Thursday, is it Thursday that I had my appointment, or was it Friday? It was Friday. Friday, I went into my first actual Aqua therapy appointment, and I was so nervous that I literally was like throwing up, and I was shaking, and I was, all the things that come with being super nervous and anxiety ridden. And I got there, and my pain level was about a 4 or 5, which is typically what I'm at. Like, normally that's with the medication and everything. I'm usually still at least a 4 or 5, but I've learned to maintain 4 or 5. So to me, that's normal. Hold on, I'm getting a little parched. Anyways, so I went in there, and I had a new swimsuit that I had gotten. I was nervous about. And I walked in, and I see the therapist, and I see the pool, and I'd been so scared. Like, I wasn't really scared of the pool part. What I was scared of was the after. Like, when I got home, when it started clasping, you know, I know how to handle it. I take the Valium, and then I lay on the heating pad, and that's really all I can do. But the pain is so severe. Like, that is what was it, 2 months ago? I made that super sad video about, you know, I was crying and stuff. And that's literally what I was feeling all the time. And so I was terrified of that. So I went anyways, even though I tried to convince myself that I didn't need to. And, sorry guys, I'm also getting ready for Betty Bye. So I got to get some of my workspace cleaned. My daughter drew some pictures for me tonight because she is also writing a book. She's adorable. Anyway, so we're gonna put these. I need some kind of filing system for all of the pictures she draws me, because I just feel bad not keeping them because they're all so cute and I just love them all. I don't know how to do this like new mom stuff. Here, you gotta look at the ceiling for a second. Whoa, that's my pillow. Look at my pretty lights. Do you like how my Christmas lights are half burnt out? Hold on, the reason that you're sitting like that is because I don't want to start the video over and I need to take my medicine. So you have to wait for me to do my night thing. I guess I can keep talking while I have it like that. So I went in, I saw, you know, this older lady, and then the guy who had done my, intake. And I was like, okay. Well, then I saw what I didn't know was a therapist or whatever. Looked like a third therapist, because she was at a computer or a laptop that they keep on the side of the, ouch, sorry. On the side of the, sorry. What a mess. I should have waited until I was ready for bed. Anyways, they keep their laptops on the side of the computer, which to me seems really risky, but whatever. They know what they're doing. And she was at a computer, so I'm like, oh snap. She must be a therapist. Well, she was. And I was like, oh great. I get the young, skinny, judgy one. Right? Because as a heavier person, you kind of always have that mindset of skinny people are judging you. I should write this down. That's a good... I'm looking for content. Anyways, skinny people are judging you. Pretty people are judging you. Bigger girls that you think look better than you are judging you. Everybody's judging you. Sorry. I carry a notebook around because whenever I have good ideas or things that are passionate to me, I write them down for my new vlog, which we'll get to. Anyways, to the ones that are like super onto me and like sit through all this bullshit of like looking at my ceiling, thank you, because I get a little scattered, especially around bedtime. So I'm like, yeah, oh great, I got this skinny, pretty, judgy one, and that's all I need. And I was like, whatever. So I changed to my swimsuit. I decided to wear my t-shirt over my swimsuit because, you know, any big girl knows it's what we do. I go out to the pool and they have me and they're like, okay, just wait over there and one of us will be right with you. I'm like, okay. So as I step into the pool, I'm super nervous and my back hurts and I'm like, I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's about to happen. But I swear on every great cheese flavor that I love, as soon as I got waist deep into the pool, I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. When I got like a little bit farther over and I sat on the stair and I just kind of sat there, it was almost as if my back disappeared. So the super, pretty therapist comes over and she's like, hi, my name's blah, blah, blah. I feel like an asshole because I don't remember her name because I was that nervous. So we'll just call her the pretty therapist for now because she was pretty. So she comes over and she shakes my hand and she's like, hi, I'm such and such. I'm going to be your physical therapist. And I'm like, okay, here we go. So she talks to me a little bit about, what I've gone through and, where it hurts. She asked me what my pain level is today. I tell her it's like a 4 or 5. So then she has me do this thing that's almost like trust falling in the pool. And I don't trust fall. Like, I don't trust enough to fall. But what you do is you pull your legs up, like you just pull your knees up, and then you just fall backwards, which that's really weird, actually. It doesn't seem weird, but it is. So you fall backwards, and then she's there. And then she has you just put your legs down. And at first, you want to fight, like you want to kick your legs to like get yourself down, but you don't. What they have you do is you just engage your core, right? That's a new term that we're going to hear a lot. You engage your core, and you just push your legs down, and you just sit right back up. So we did that for a few times. Then she put this pillow thing around my neck and had me lay, and they put like I don't know what it's called, like a buoy board under my legs, and just pretty much had me float there is what it seemed like. And then every so often she would reach and she'd say, oh, you have to soften up. So, you have to relax. You have to, and I really suck at relaxing. So it's like, it was hard, but I did. And she would take my body and like literally like a snake, she would take my shoulders and just like, ooh, but slowly, like, ooh. And so we just go back forth and she's talking to me and we're talking about, my daughter, we're talking about my reason why. I'm telling her how like, I know I am in the worst physical shape than I have ever been in my life because it hurts to put away laundry. Like, it hurts. Everything hurts when you get, to this point. And that's one thing that she pointed out is she's like, well, it's not just because you're big. And I'm like, okay, I know that the doctors have been like super cool about like not blaming this whole thing on me being big, but let's be frank, it wouldn't be as bad if I wasn't as big. And also, sorry, I just had another idea hit me. Anyways, also, the other thing is that places that aren't my back hurt. My legs, my thighs, my arms, my shoulders, my chest, my everything. I'm pretty sure my hair hurts. Like, everything hurts. And so I was explaining that to her. I said, but it's okay because I am literally at my fat girl rock bottom. And she's like, whoa, that's so catchy. What is, that was cool. And I'm like, yeah, so I'm making a brand. So disclosure, I currently have somebody helping me put the website together. A handful of you have gone and checked out my blog, which I did my first one on the 18th. And that one was just basically, fat girl rock bottom, what's it mean to me? And sorry, I had to like look at it. And basically, like, I talk about how being fat is an addiction. It's no different than being addiction to drugs or to shopping or hoarding or whatever. But being addicted to being fat is being addicted to a whole bunch of other pieces, I guess you could say. Being addicted to eating, or being addicted to taking the easy way out, being addicted to anything that causes pain, or avoiding anything that causes pain, being addicted to negativity, like all of these things. And there's so many of them, like not caring, making excuses, hating myself, accepting that this is the best life I will ever have, avoiding accountability, being addicted to asking for help. Like, all of these things are like on a personal level. So to anybody else, rock bottom, it might not even be a fat girl rock bottom. It might be hoarder rock bottom, or it might be can collecting rock bottom, or it could be being grumpy rock bottom, or hating life rock bottom, or cutting myself rock bottom, or whatever people's vices are, whatever thing that people have. Because let's face it, everybody has things. Everybody has things they want to change, or, nobody has a perfect, happy life. Like, some people are happy, yes, but there is more. I don't want to say that there's no such thing as a happy person, because there is. But there's more people battling with the fact that they walk by a mirror and start crying, or that, these are personal experiences, that have full-on panic attacks in the middle of Walmart because you can't walk that far anymore, or have full breakdowns and start contemplating suicide because you can't pick up your gorgeous daughter and change her butt or do the things that a mom should do. And that to me is my personal rock bottom. So Fat Girl Rock Bottom is a starting place for me. That's where I am starting. I would love if it blew up and like one day I'm like a motivational speaker, or people are looking back on me like Trent Shelton. He's one of my big favorites. Rachel Hollis is another one of my huge favorites. And, people are looking back on my story like, wow, she came from the rock bottom and she had a glow up, and here she is, and she's successful and she's helping people. And I would love that. But for right now, this is just my passion. This is my story. This is my journey. This is what I'm going through as I go through it. And at the end of the day, as long as I get out of the rock bottom, I win. As long as I get out of the rock bottom, my daughter wins. As long as I don't settle for this life, settle for being the fat girl in the room. I've said that before. Like, as long as I don't settle, I have a story to tell, and I have a platform to tell it on, and I don't see why I shouldn't put the two together. So I am super excited for fatgirlrockbottom.com. I don't know how far it's going to go. I don't know where I'm going with it. I know I have blog ideas. Right now I'm going to try to at least put a blog up every 2 weeks. I've got it marked. I've started using... This is crazy. I've started using my day planners again. I don't have an Erin Condren one. I know. Aw. I have this big project that I'm doing and I don't have my Erin Condren. But anyways, I have this cute little one that I got at Barnes and Noble for, I believe, $20. And it's called I Came, I Saw, I Fucking Conquered. And I added those stickers on it because I'm the boss. But I started using my planner. I have physical therapies. I've got cases that I'm working on. I've got things I need to follow up on. I've marked in here which days I want to have my next posts up. So, my plan is to get 4 or 5 posts ahead, and that way I always have something to post. And as long as I keep the content coming and I keep getting things out of here, like I go back and I read my Fat Girl Rock Bottom, introduction, I guess you could say. And it is just so perfectly my start. This is it. I know that some of you people have rocked with me since, 7, 8, 9 years ago when I quit smoking for the first time out of 20. And I've been on Weight Watchers and I've lost 73 pounds in a year and I've gained it all back. And some of you have seen me and held my hand through breakups and through new relationships and abusive relationships and situations that weren't good, and great friendships and bad friendships and great moments at work and horrible moments at work. There's a very small handful of you that have seen all of this, and I am 100% positive that you will be able to pick up the vibes that I have now that I didn't have 7 years ago, even 3 years ago, 4 years ago. There are vibes that I have going through me. I have not been genuinely excited for a project like Fat Girl Rock Bottom as I am right now. And it's not even a project. This is something, I want it to be big. I want to be a household name. Weight Watchers is great. And I know these are really giant dreams, but if I don't have dreams that go to the moon, I will never touch the stars. And I haven't dreamt for a long time. I haven't had goals. I've had goals. I want to lose weight, right? That's what I tell everybody. I want to lose weight. That's my goal this year. I want to write. I want to inspire. I want to tell a story. I want to make a story. I want to create a story that she will be able to tell her kids and her grandkids, and they're going to say, damn, my great grandma was strong as shit. My great grandma, she had such a bad situation and she took accountability, and these are things that are all going to come out in my blog too, accountability and taking blame for what's my own fault and what I can change and what I can't change, and knowing the difference. And these are things that my daughter and my grandkids and my great grandkids are going to be able to look back on. And if it does nothing more but inspires or helps them or one person or two people or 10 million, I'm not concerned with that. I'm not looking to, be the next successful book writer, or these are things that would be wonderful, but these are not my goals. My goal is to get my life back. My goal is to take advantage of the time that I have. My goal is to get myself back to a point and above where I've ever been. I have not been mentally strong probably my whole life. And I have been given nothing but bad hand after bad hand after bad hand. Losing my brother, losing my son, losing my uncle, losing both of my grandmothers. The stuff I went through with Sabrina, I keep asking myself why. I pray. People know I started praying. I started this kind of relationship. Sometimes I think he's listening. Sometimes I'm like, you're talking to the ceiling. But I ask, why? Why did I go through all this? Why? Why did I have to lose my son and then watch it all over again with my daughter? Over and over and over and over. Why? Because without all my bad hands, without all my bad choices, without everything that has happened to me, I wouldn't be at my fat girl rock bottom. And I wouldn't have a story to tell. If I just had babies, not that I'm taking away from anybody who has normal, I don't want to call them normal. I don't know why I'm so scared of offending people. If you get offended by shit that I say, you have two choices. Let's just make this clear. You can either message me or call me and tell me that you took offense to me, and I can explain to you that it literally had nothing to do with you but all about me, or you can get the front door off my stuff, because I am not living my life to please people anymore. I'm not. So what I was saying is, if I just had a son and I just had a daughter and I didn't face the depression and I didn't eat myself into 100 extra pounds the year after I lost my son, and if I didn't gain weight after having my daughter because I got depressed because of my back, if I didn't get these bad moments, one, I wouldn't appreciate the good ones half as much as I do, and two, I wouldn't have a story to tell. I wouldn't have something that's exciting me right now. And I hate to say this, maybe it's a phase. I've had ideas in the past. Angie Cakes. I wanted a cake business. I wanted a daycare. I wanted to do a lot of things, and this is just this is it. I'm excited for it. So, with that being said, I have got to wrap this up because it's getting a little bit too long, and I do need to get to bed. I can see my eyes starting to get dark, and she's sleeping with her hands up. Look at this. Her feet are so long. When did my baby grow so big? Anyways, I'm going to get myself to bed. So to everybody that watches, I'm sorry for the rambling. As always, I know it was a 23-minute video, but I got out everything I am. Super excited. Listen. Hit me up. The messages, the likes, the shares, all of it. Not for the subs, not for the fame. Simply because I give a shit what everybody says. And I like to know that people are watching, because it keeps me motivated to keep going. So, for now, I'm out. Catch you on the flip side. Bye.